Hi, I'm Jason Caras, a business and life coach, an entrepreneur and investor, a father, and a loving husband. And this is Fundamentally Unstoppable. We've been going through a series of identifying the data that supports all the fundamentally unstoppable pillars of the program. There's 10. And right now, this one is on people that are goal-oriented. And goal orientation is one of my favorites because it's the easiest hack in the world. All you have to do is have some goals, actual goals. When I do some public speaking, one of the things I usually ask is how many people here have goals? Inevitably, almost everybody raises their hands. And then I ask, okay, how many people can show their goals? Show me your goals. And then the hands go down. And I explain to them that those are called wishes. Those are not goals. No, you don't own the goal. How dare you? You haven't even written it down. How do you claim that as a goal? A goal is something that you reverse engineer. I want to lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks. That's a pound a week. That's reverse engineered at its simplest form. And if you haven't done that, then you don't own it. You have a wish. And the other thing about goals are you have to work toward them. Right? You have to do something each day in order to acquire them or get to the place that you want to be. And I will remind you of a favorite quote I have, which is casualness will breed casualties. So what's a casualty of not writing down your goals? Not getting them. Ding, 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 ding. They're called delusion. I want this, but I'm doing this instead. The place in between is called delusion. Now, we do know a lot about goals, and we have for quite some time. People like Earl Nightingale and Dr. Vincent Peale and just so many people, Dale Carnegie, have talked about goals. We know they work. It's just whether or not we're doing them. It's really what it boils down to. And it's not about achieving the goal as much as it is about the person that you have to become in order to achieve the goal. Think about that. It's not about the goal itself, but who you have to become in order to get there. Get it. John Maxwell tells a story of a time when his dad had built a basketball court. And he had made the cement and he put the post in and he had the backboard, but didn't have the rim. So he left, and while he was gone, John started dribbling on the basketball court. And he took one shot and it hit the backboard, and then he looked at the ball and the court and put the ball down and walked away because it wasn't fun. And it actually translates into goals. This was his story, and I kind of liked it. And it says, the joy is having something to aim for. And that truly is. And doesn't that give you that sense of purpose? So goal-driven people, they exhibit traits that lead to exceptional outcomes. And non-goal oriented people don't. Simple. Very simple. So this is a part of the series where we're talking about the data that we know about these concepts. I'm going to share them with you now. First is a higher success rate. Goal-driven people achieve their targets more consistently. A 2021 study in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that individuals who set specific, measurable goals are 90% more likely to achieve them compared to those without goals or vague goals. 90%! That is a hack if I've ever seen it and heard it in my life. Just by writing it down and having goals. You set goals, you write them down, you commit to them, 90% better chance. Pretty wonderful. Increased productivity. Those who pursue goals are more efficient. A 2023 study at the University of California, it showed that goal-oriented individuals complete 30% more tasks in a given time frame, leveraging prioritization and time management effectively. If you're an employer and you have not encouraged, if not enforced, your people to have goals and be accountable for them, you're missing the boat. You can get 30% bump in productivity just from that alone. We subscribe, and I have over the years, of the Entrepreneur Operating System. It's from a book called Traction. And it is, they call them rocks. The rocks are goals, and everyone's accountable for them, and everybody's rowing in the right direction. So it's a wonderful thing. If you're not doing it as an employer, I highly recommend it. If you're not doing it as a family leader, I highly recommend it. Everyone should have goals. Stronger motivation. Goal-driven people maintain higher intrinsic motivation. So a 22 study in motivation and emotion found that they report 25% higher levels of self-determination, feeling persistence even in the face of obstacles. So basically, it makes you more resilient and resilient. Career advancement. Here's one. Goal-driven professionals climb the ladder faster. It shouldn't be a surprise, but here's the numbers. A 2024 LinkedIn survey indicated that employees who set clear career goals are promoted, ready for this, 1.7 times faster than their peers. That's a work hack. That's a professional career hack. 1.7 times faster than your peers by having goals. Improved mental health. Pursuing meaningful goals boosts well-being. A 2023 study in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that goal-driven individuals experience 20% lower rates of anxiety and depression. That's a mental health hack. Better adaptability. Goal-driven people adjust effectively to change. So a 2021 study, Stanford University, revealed they are 35% more likely to pivot strategies when setbacks occur. So they maintain their focus, they end up getting their objectives. So they can handle failure better by having goals. Another hack, it's an entrepreneurial hack, it's a career hack. Enhanced learning. Those with goals, they seek continuous improvement, obviously, or else they wouldn't have goals. A 2022 report from the Journal of Education Psychology showed that goal-driven learners acquire new skills 40% faster. Just by having goals, that you'll accumulate more skills 40% faster. Also, and in closing with these data points, is a positive influence. This is where I like this because it's bigger than yourself. Goal-driven individuals inspire others. A 2024 Gallup study found that the teams led by goal-oriented leaders report 28% higher engagement and 50% more likely to adopt a culture of accountability and achievement. When you're goal-driven, you're a great leader to the people around you. And you're performing. And you're leading by performing. And that's why we need to do that with our kids and our family and our friends. All these facts demonstrate how a goal-driven mindset fosters success, resilience, and influence to others. And it creates a ripple effect both in our personal and our professional life. Goals are the ultimate hack. If you're not using them, you're missing the boat. I encourage you to start today. Write a goal down. You don't have to write 8 goals. Write 1 goal down. In fact, I'll give you an exercise. You know well, more than anyone, what you need to start, stop, and continue doing in your life. So make a goal of starting something, stopping something, and a goal to continue doing something that you know is right. I want to thank you for your time. If you like these videos, please like, subscribe, and share. DM me if you want coaching or speaking opportunities. Again, closing with goals. All you have to do is craft them. You have a 95% chance of hitting those goals just by writing them down and owning them. Do you own your goals? Start today.